the world. They're being invaded, weren't they? They were seen like ripe fruit ready to be picked. And God was letting it happen because they were ripe fruit that needed to be picked, rotten fruit that needed to be removed. Yeah.
Jacob here is synonymous with Ephraim then, as a northern kingdom, and terminology used for the southern kingdom?
No. Joseph would be. Jacob was all 12. Jacob was also Israel, recall? So
Yeah.
Israel will not now be ashamed. When God reverses the fortunes of the remnant, they'll no longer be embarrassed. They'll no longer look at themselves as ashamed to be the offspring of Jacob. And Jacob himself would not be looking at this, the people, not the remnant, but the people, the nation as a whole. He wouldn't be looking at his offspring and saying, boy, I wish they weren't that bad. See, Jacob would be ashamed of what he saw in his people. But when God reverses their fortunes, he won't be ashamed. So, wow, that's what God did. Look what God did. Look what he brought out of all this suffering. A people who are dedicated to him in their hearts, committed to him, and will even lay their lives down instead of surrendering the truth. Okay? So I think that's what it's talking about there, Michael.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought maybe Jacob represented like the southern tribes
No.
of Jerusalem.
Jacob represents all 12.
But his name got changed to Israel with the struggle, right?
Yeah,
So maybe
but it's-
Israel is the side
No,
of
you
Jacob that
don't leave
struggled.
maybe out of there. Jacob is Israel. Jacob and Israel are synonymous. And so,
Isn't one like maybe a higher, nobler name?
no, in a higher, nobler name, yeah, the mighty one of God. But, don't use that to say I'm talking about two different groups of people.
Right.
He's talking about the same group of people, the offspring of Jacob. Jacob would look at what God did with his offspring and say, I'm not ashamed that they're my children anymore. He would be ashamed of what he saw at the time of Isaiah. But when God got finished, he wouldn't be ashamed anymore. But when he sees his children, the work of my hands in his midst, they will sanctify my name. Indeed, they will sanctify the Holy One of Jacob. The Holy One of Jacob. Now, this idea of children